Do you have this scarcity mentality around money, or you feel like you have to like hold on to the money that you have? I'm going to tell you where that might be coming from and how to work through it to help you have that abundance mindset. I was literally driving in my car. This weekend is my son's birthday, and he really likes expensive things, you know. It's kind of been like a running joke. And I'm going to be extremely transparent and vulnerable with you. But so I was just kind of going through in my head. I was like, God, there's like all these things that we're paying for, and there's just all these like different expenses, not to mention the fact that he's turning 16. He's going to have a car. The insurance, those of you who have kids that drive, the insurance goes up, and all these different things that are pretty expensive for his birthday. And all of a sudden, you know, and I kept telling myself, I was like, no, Brittany, you're good. It's abundant, and you're abundant, and there's always enough money. And it just wasn't sitting with me. And then I was thinking, oh, I'm pushing it away. I'm not even acknowledging it. So I literally allowed myself to feel it. It was literally like a knot in my solar plexus. I allowed myself to breathe through it and do a couple of different exercises. And then it ended up raising into my heart. Breathing, doing some exercises, releasing it, really feeling it and where this was coming from. And in doing that, I realized that this is something that has come from my parents that probably came from their parents, like a generational thing. You know, I was told to hold on to the money that I have, and, you know, we can't, meaning like my parents, can't spend money on this for you. Made me feel like this sense of like unworthiness to spend money. I even found myself today in Target, you know, thinking, okay, well, I'm not going to buy this because we're going to be spending a crap load of money this weekend. And it's like that mentality that gets stuck in your head, and no fault to our parents. I love my parents. They did a really great job, but that was probably some wounding from their childhood as well. So I started thinking about that, and I started thinking about how my son sometimes says certain things about money, and I was like, holy shit, I'm like rubbing this off on him. I am totally rubbing this off on him. So then it's just all these moments came in where this was coming from. And so, you know, as I was breathing, I was telling myself, like, you're worthy of this money. It's okay to spend money on yourself. And, you know, and you can see from this too, how it's kind of crazy how the ego starts to think of things where you're like, well, I don't think that I'm not worthy of money. But you know what? When you were younger, you might have thought that by something that your parents said, not meaning for them to, you know, make you feel this way, but, and then that story just kind of stays with you, and it's unconsciously running what the hell you're doing. So, anyway, after that, I ended up, feeling it. And after I did that, I really just gave myself some love, thanked myself for feeling it and releasing it. And honestly, it maybe took me 7-8 minutes to release it and feel good. And I literally had like a big sigh at the very end. That's how I knew I had released it. And then I just started thinking about how I want this weekend to go, how I want to feel, how, you know, the activities we're going to do, how I'm going to feel, you know, paying for all of these things and feeling really good and feeling abundant and feeling excited to be able to give these experiences to my son. If you are going through any kind of abundance or money blocks, think about where in your childhood this may have started. Like with mine, it was not feeling worthy of being spent money on. And then feel it. When it comes up, feel it. Don't try to shoo it away. Don't try to dismiss it, but really feel it. Allow yourself, excuse yourself, whatever you need to do to really feel it and process it. Give yourself gratitude and thanks for doing that, because that's super important. You know, you're just telling yourself, this is okay to feel this. And then you want to think about how you envision and want to feel, to kind of, whenever you get rid of something, you always want to put back something in that's good. You don't want to leave a void. So really think about the feelings, how you want to feel that abundance and that excitement about spending money, and that it's there, and like you're using your credit card and it's always there. So this breakthrough, I'm hoping that this helps you in some way, shape, or form. Reach out, DM me if you have any more questions, and catch you later.